YouTube, what's going on? And we back. This is Backdoor TV 700 ENT. We back. Uh, this is what you all been waiting for. We're gonna get into the Mama Duck. We're gonna get into the Mama Duck versus We're gonna get into the Cloud Boys versus the Weekly Family FBG Duck. This is a part of the. This is one of my Origin Chirac Court episodes. So if you got a blunt, if you got a soda, if you gotta use the bathroom, if you got something in the microwave, the air fryer, if you gotta grab something from downstairs. We back in Chirac Court, so you got a few minutes to go do what you gotta do. The court won't really start until another probably 2 minutes. We're gonna you guys are my jury. Shout out to the jury. 100 gang. Shout out to the 100 gang. That's the 100 people, 100 to 110 people on my channel that follow me no matter what I do. You guys are my favorites. That's the VIP clique. Everybody else, love y'all too. Y'all my guys, my girls, whoever. So we back in Chirac Court. I'm the lawyer. I'm the judge, the prosecution, and the defense. You guys are just the jury. You can go in your comments if you think I'm wrong, and plenty of you guys do. Not plenty of you guys do, but the people who do it, you guys always enlighten me with a lot. So the proceedings is about to start. FBG Duck is gonna be I'm just defending him, so I'm gonna be his defense, and I'm gonna be the prosecution for One Trey, Mama Duck, and the whole management team, Manny, and I won't say FBG Young, I'll say just Manny. Okay, and shout out to the viewers and subscribers once again. Everybody take your seats, roll your blunts. You could put your phone on loud if you want to. I don't care because I can't hear it. So you can talk as what you want in court. I'm your dishonorable judge, Boss K100, and we're gonna get into it. This is the Cloud Boys versus the Weekly Family. This is one of my Origin Chirac Court. This is a part of the Who Killed FBG Duck series. I think we had like 15 to 16. Let's get into it. All right. So the first person we're gonna call to the stand. Let's just know I've been working on this all night. I've been working on this project all night. And anybody who been really following the channel know how deep I've been getting inside how deep I've been getting in the story. And these interviews over the last shout out to Hookah Anonymous, X-Man Rico, Truth Tellers. They brought a lot of things that was fuzzy in the story is now so relevant. So I'm gonna bring you everything. All right, so I said I was gonna bring One Trey to the. Okay, I'm gonna bring One Trey to the. I'm gonna bring One Trey. I'm gonna call One Trey to the stand. I'm gonna call One Trey to the stand because I think with him talking and him just coming out and saying a lot what he did, it made a lot of stuff as far as what Mama Duck and Manny was saying. It didn't make him seem like they was lying, but like I said, you guys know how FBI-ish and how CIA-ish I could be when it come to details and stuff. So like I said, I got a whole novel right next to me right now. So we're gonna get into it. All right. Okay, so what was one of the basically I'm going off what we know. I didn't just do a regular freestyle and just talk to you guys. I wanted to make sure I got all of the facts down. And as far as the Who Killed FBG Duck series, we're gonna do the Chirac Court first, and then we're gonna get into the story part of it. All right. As far as putting the pieces to the puzzle together, we're gonna do the court first. Now, what was One Trey? What's all the things we know about what One Trey said? Okay, we're gonna go into how many points do I got what One Trey said? We got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, three, four, five, six. That's a side. Oh, wait, we just got five. We just gonna go with the 5 points that One Trey said in this case, and we ain't gonna even pronounce nobody guilty or innocent. This is just day one of court, so we just gonna go into what we know as far as evidence, and I'm gonna be. You already know I'm already the judge and y'all the jury, but I'm gonna be I'll probably be like a mixture of the prosecutor and the defense is reading off what's going on with each defendant. Like I said, FBG Doug is not on trial. I'm defending him. So, all right, let's proceed. Okay. So, what we know about what One Trey said. One Trey said this. Okay, we know One Trey. We know One Trey started doing his We know One Trey started doing his. He was the cameraman at first, and then as Doug progressed. We're gonna get into the mistakes Duck made. I don't have a pen here. Okay. I hate when I do this, and I know y'all hate when I do this. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. We gonna put a pause on. We gonna put a pause on One Trey for 1 second. These are the mistakes Duck made, bro. I see why they said FBG Duck died broke. I see why they said it now, which is for me dealing with money and losing money and trying to manage money and just like I said, watching people with money. It all makes sense now. It all definitely makes sense now. So a lot of stuff that Doug did, he didn't have to do. And being that just from what I get when everybody is talking about FBG Duck and as far as the way he was dealing with the label and the way he was dealing with just as far as cameramen, producers, and it some of the problems with Duck was his fault, but some of it also was Manny's fault, and this is why. If you know, like what did I say last night? I said something when it came to this whole case. Where it's at, because I ain't want to make sure I ain't want to forget nothing. Where it's at, and I already know what I said. All right, yeah. Everybody want to be professional. Everybody want to be professional when it's convenient for them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to do when handling Duck. Duck did a little small pinch, but when I see now when a lot of people handle Duck, everybody wanted to be professional. This is a problem in the black community as far as legal business goes anyway. And like I said, this probably be a 14 or 15 or 15 or 16 together, because I'm gonna go deep on this one. I'm gonna go real deep. So um black people, y'all gotta draw the line. Like let me tell you, bro. I'm not racist. I'm not racist to no race. I make a lot of jokes about race because I'm very observative. I always say that, you know. I make jokes about every race. I'm not a racist though. I say this to say black people, y'all gotta black people love to do the cha-cha dance. We love to have that 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It can't always be that way though. And when it comes to doing business, a lot of times, even the uppity ones, even the people that really act like they got their together, y'all choose when to be professional. Like you can't be doing professional business, and then you can't say, oh, I'm moving professionally. I don't want nothing from nobody. And then when things don't go your way, then you put the hood card out, like, oh, I'm not doing this. And this is just from me observing the case with Manny. Okay, let's get this out the way. It seemed like Manny's a solid dude, but this is me being a very deep analyst of relationships of all sorts, whether it be a relationship with a boss and a boss and a manager, a relationship with a drug runner and his boss, a relationship with a basketball coach and a player. I analyze all sorts of relationships with a prey and with a hunter and his prey. With an animal that's hunting another animal. I analyze everything. So this is why I'm saying this. Manny loves to use the word, okay, let's not say loves, because I don't want to try to think I'm talking about him in a bad way. Manny used the word, I look at these boys as my kids, and I looked at Duck as my son. Now let's stop 1 second, and you guys know already. I watched the same interview 11 or 12 times, but I do it for a good reason. Because when you watch something over and over, and you hear people say things over and over, you start to get little words that all, like, say all the words are gray. In my mind, those words, it's certain words that light up red in my brain. And that word, I looked at him as my son. It kept, before I went to bed, not before I went to bed, I say maybe 2 hours before I went to bed, I kept hearing that in my head. I looked at him as my son. I looked at these boys as my kids. I looked at him like my son. I kept hearing that in my head. I kept hearing Manny's voice in my head say that about Duck. And I kept saying, damn, why is that striking me so profoundly out of everything I heard? And it hit me. Okay, you guys know how I am. I'm two-sided with a lot of things because there's a rhyme and there's a reason. And whether I can say somebody's wrong or right, if I can't say it to you guys, I'm not going to say it. So what I will say is the rhyme and reason, and I will let you be the judge. And you can get in the comment section if you want. If not, just know that in the next video, we all on the same page. All right. Manny looked at Duck like a son. So as in looking at him like a son, he treated him as a parent. So if he treated him like a parent, what would a parent do? Or in that relationship, as far as somebody doing something for you and feeling entitled, even if, listen, having a feeling of entitlement isn't a bad thing. It isn't a bad thing. It's just one of those emotions and one of those actions that that stand out very much compared to the other ones. Like, people don't notice being nice and being humble or being a a-hole don't really stand out, but that sense of entitlement or being a narcissist or certain things stand out. So I'm gonna tell you why. Now, say you buy a kid is doing real good in school and you got controlling parents, you know what I'm saying, and they doing everything they can to help the kid out. So they buy the kid a car. The kid starts dropping grades. They take the car back. Y'all remember the situation with Chief Keef? If you don't, it was like a couple years ago. I don't know if Chief Keef is still doing business with that European tycoon. But what I'm bringing this old story up is because Chief Keef wasn't fulfilling like contract obligations, and long story short, the tycoon had bought Chief Keef I8 BMW for his birthday or something like that. But then he took it back. You know what I'm saying? He took it back, and the reason why I don't agree with stuff like that, bro. You know, I want y'all who listening to this, when you do something, do it. I ain't saying I never did it, but this is why I know something is definitely, not right in Tinseltown. Now, this is where I feel Manny was professional and stand up 90% of 90% of the time. Duck was alive, in my opinion. I'm gonna tell you where the 10% he went wrong. Okay, when Duck came to Manny when nobody believed in Duck. Nobody gave Duck a look. Duck, single parent home. He had a dream. Manny notices the talent. Billionaire black molds him a little bit. So you got to think that if you help somebody financially and all, I know that Manny felt a way when Duck wanted to leave him, just for the simple fact, him with Trench's News and Manny and everybody keep throwing up the fact that he was good financially. He would have been better financially, but not just him being better financially. Us in the urban community, you gotta eloquate it to like this, and I'm sorry to do it. if I'm giving you consignment or I'm just putting you on and then you blow up and you stop rocking with me, you're gonna feel away. Now, what led Duck to want to leave Manny's management? I'm talking to you guys right now, so I can't really dive into that. I guess what would lead anybody to well, I do know that. Matter of fact, okay. So we gonna get into like I said, we talking about now a lot of mistakes Duck made. Duck didn't have his own YouTube. Duck was letting now. Duck didn't have a YouTube. This was a big problem for Duck. Duck didn't like doing the and this is a problem I had and a lot of us have. Like we want the car, but we don't want to know how to change the oil. We don't want to know that, this piece inside the engine, if it gets burnt over a course of time, that's like an extra $1,000. We don't want to know the intricates, but in Duck's case, the intricates was so important. But that goes also into in Duck's case, he wasn't born in the times now. Like right now, this is a very technological time, as in everybody's in the computers and everybody know how to send emails. You can get a dude on the street selling cigarettes who know how to maybe make a fake ID. Everybody's into. So if Duck, what I'm trying to say is, if Duck was born at this time, if Duck was more younger at this point in time, he would have made a YouTube and he would have knew how to make videos off a phone, knew how to make beats off an iPhone. He would have knew that. Me looking at the case, bro, Duck wasted a lot of effing money that he didn't need. He didn't need a lot of stuff he thought. See, this is where Chief Keef beat Duck out, bro. Chief Keef did it. Sometimes simple is better. Sometimes simple is better. What made Chirac drill so appealing to me, and what made Chirac drill so appealing to the world? We was tired of seeing things shiny that was unbelievable. Because remember when Puffy and Mace came out, and Master P and all these people came out. They had, I never seen nobody pull up to a basketball court with an army tank, and I never seen two guys pull up on 42nd Street and jump out of, well, I did see that, but you get what I'm going with this. Like everything with the music videos was so magical and unbelievable. So then when Chief Keef and the Cloud Boys came out, and KTS Vaughn, and they at the corner store in the middle of the wintertime, and these dudes in living rooms that's dimly lit, and you see the weed smoke, and they just look like it was all real rugged, and we all just we couldn't stop looking. Case in point now, what they just showed, they got drill in Australia, they got drill in England. um Duck wasted a lot of freaking money that he didn't need to waste, bro. He didn't need to pay some of them dudes to, okay, let's get into the video slide, bro. And this is no disrespect to Duck, because I'm the same way. I know where Duck was going with it. He said, I want my things to look like Chief Keef, and I want them to look like, but when you look at the video slide, bro, that wasn't worth, I felt like Slide could have been made with a tri-stand and a damn cam. I felt like Duck needed to just know how to mess with cameras more. Slide didn't need to be shot by nobody and paid. I mean, if the people the reason why I'm bringing up Slide is because Duck don't own the video slide. So now it comes out that all the Duck videos, what Duck was doing was, I guess Duck didn't know how much money at the time, I guess, was in these videos or whatever. So what he would do is, in order not to pay the, you see, now him firing one tray was where he went wrong, and him trying to see Duck was ready to go Hollywood, as in financial, not streetwise, not him changing on nobody, but he was ready to go Hollywood, and he thought he needed a dollar to do it. And this is where I get mad at Manny, because Manny should have been hiring business consultants, so they would know we don't need to spend money on this. We don't need to spend money on that. So if Duck want to do something that costs 1,500, your job is to turn that 1,500 into 500 at least, really 450. And I was going crazy last night when I'm crunching the numbers, and I'm like, okay, so you know, His kids would have been monetized if Duck would have just shot all his videos and kept one Trey as a video shooter and did only and try to work out a deal with the people that shot the videos to get half of the money and the proceeds, or would have just known more about the business, then and I'm surprised Manny didn't have, like I said, everybody wanted to be professional, but when it was convenient and to a point, you know what I'm saying? So this is a big one, bro. Like, this is a real big one. What else? Okay, we know Duck didn't like the bit. This is FBG Young just did it's a lot coming out, man, at the same time. FBG Young just did an interview on I think X-Men Rico last night, and he was saying Duck didn't like doing the business aspect of it. Yeah, I think everybody was saying that. One Trey, not everybody, but a few people said it. And this is also Duck's downfall. This is also Duck's downfall. The contract. Now the contract, everybody mad at Manny, but I'm not mad at Manny, and here's why. Okay. FBG Young made a lot of sense last night. He might, like I said, Trenches News said he might get himself and his dad in trouble, but he definitely made things real clear for me. So everybody's mad at Manny, but I'm not mad at Manny for Duck signing that contract, and here's why. Just because I learned more about the case, about what's going on with Duck as far as label wise. So the reason why Duck signed such a bad deal is because he wasn't locked in it. So he could have did a deal and then made another album in like 6 months. He wasn't locked in. So we about to wrap this up, and I'll bring part 2 out later. We out.